Big responsibility come with saying my body, my temple. I don't drink, I don't smoke. Like I done became so boring to all of the wrong people. But I'm so interesting to all of the right people. Anything that make me uncomfortable or a challenge, man, if it ain't rough, it ain't us. So sometimes we have psychological challenges, sometimes we have emotional challenges, sometimes we have physical challenges. So listen, I gotta learn from what I learn what I need from this situation. Whether it's uncomfortable, unfortunate, look for the positive lining in it and move on.
Okay. Whew. So today's Sunday, April 7th. Always gonna start off by telling you what day it is, just so we don't get confused here. Uh, Looks like we're gonna be having to dial it back a little bit on the workouts because the last time that I trained a couple days ago, it was it was pretty strenuous to say the least, and not in a good way, not in a good way at all. So, like I told you guys, time and time again, I gotta keep reminding everyone just in case they don't know. Like, I have a small hiatal hernia, and I'm not saying it for sympathy or anything like that. I'm just saying to let people know the reason why I'm training the way I'm training, just like getting back in the groove, because I don't want to hurt it more or disrupt it more, and then end up having to take more time out the gym. And this is my second week back at the gym since 6 months off. So I'm trying to relatively ease into this. And last time I trained, it was I actually had some complications after. That day and a few days after, like even right now, I have a tiny bit still, but I was having a lot of pains in my stomach, pains I never felt before. I was actually kind of worried, and I was having a lot of gas and bloatingness, and it was just very strange and scary, to say the least. So I took it that was my sign to take it easy, because even though to you guys it didn't look like it was a lot, and I didn't do much for my body, it was. So I have to take it easy this time. I gotta dial it back just a little bit, because we don't want to have. I don't want to have any other complications going on right now. I'm trying to heal and get better. Some people would say, some people could say, why don't you just take more time off the gym? You know, which I could do, but 6 months is the longest I've ever been off. I've done cardio the whole time. I still do cardio every other day. Very important. Cardio, very important. I just feel like training is my life. I've been training for a long time, 25 years to be exact. No, not 25. I'm 32. So, probably about 15, 18 years, seriously. But I started when I was 13, real young, when my brothers used to come home and work out, and I'd be working out in the corner and stuff just to be out because I'd be in the way. But I started when I was 13, you know, and as I got older, it became more of my life. Like I did it at first because my brothers did it and my whole family works out and stuff. But as time went on, it more so became for my mental health than just physical. Physical, of course, that's a cherry on top, and we all want our bodies to look good. But mentally, it really helped me out a lot. Go through some times of my life, and I've always relied on the gym, and God. As cliche as that sounds, because we're living in 2024 now where everybody says the same exact thing, but that's the truth. So, this for me is almost like a meditation, so to speak. And taking that time off, I had to find other outlets instead of the gym in order to cope, which was the cardio. The cardio and meditation. I did a lot of meditation. So it's definitely not the same, but I would rather come in here and go super light, try to get something in, rather than get nothing in. Because the feelings mentally is totally different from meditation and, other stuff compared to this. It's completely different feelings. So when I do this, it's like makes me almost feel like because if you guys want to go check out my Instagram is at Muscleville King. Now, if you scroll on my Instagram and go all the way down, you'll see I used to powerlift, and the most I hit was 465 flat bench, 435 incline, 455 decline. All my shoulder presses, 285 behind the neck, 325 seated shoulder press in the front. I have all my lifts recorded on my Instagram, and everything was drug-free, natural. If you want to go check that out, go ahead. But I'm coming from that. Then I transformed into like more bodybuilding style, still doing like power building, and then slowly back. Now I'm doing like just purely bodybuilding because that's what my body allows me to do right now. And I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. I'm not able to lift heavy right now, and it sucks. Yeah, it does suck because I'm always used to pushing myself hard my whole life. So I gotta learn how to tone it back for now and stay not pushing myself, because pushing is just aggravating what I have more. And people say, oh, why don't you get surgery? Well, surgery is not 100%, number one. And number two, once you do that, then you alter your body for good. Like, if anything happens, then, that becomes a tricky situation. And I'm trying to heal things holistically without having to do these things. And I've seen people that have healed hiatal hernias and stuff like that naturally without having to do that. It just takes a long time. And I have to keep that in my head. I'm still young, so I can heal relatively fast. But if I keep injuring myself, I'm only going to keep setting myself back. And it's only going to take longer. So, like I said, we're going to go in here. I'm training legs and back. But I'm going to dial it down, dial it back. And we're going to try to keep it light. 20 reps still. But not go too, I don't want to push myself too crazy. So for some people, these workouts might be a little boring because of the fact that they're used to seeing all these people lifting, throwing around heavy weight, which I was one of them people. And I understand 100%. If you guys don't like it, you don't have to watch this. But I'm doing this for myself mostly. I'm documenting this for myself. So I just want to hopefully have a good comeback, and I want to watch my journey along the way. So life's about ups and downs. We're gonna have a lot of ups, we're gonna have a lot of downs, but we gotta stay on that ride through the whole way, because that's life, man. So as long as we stay positive along the downs and stay here on the ups, especially on the ups, you don't want to get too cocky, too over, because us as humans, naturally, we tend to do that. We gotta stay in that mid zone, and we're gonna be all right. So hopefully it's not too packed in here. It's Sunday. I don't think there's gonna be too many people. But Let's get in here. Let's see what we can do today. So I'll see y'all inside. All right, so we're gonna start with some single leg curls standing and 20 reps with the 3 sets. Yeah, we'll start right here. Squeeze, contract. Oh. So I like doing these because we do single legs, one leg at a time. You can really see like which leg is stronger than the other. So you get to work with strengths and your weaknesses and your imbalances. One more set. Alright, so single leg extensions, one leg at a time. Same thing as we did ours. Hamstrings. Standing leg curls, same thing. One leg at a time. Seated leg extensions. 20 reps. Oh. Oh. I really feel a really good contraction on each leg when I do single leg. I really feel this teardrop working too. I can feel it in here. Tension's crazy. When you do these, squeeze and contract, man, make sure, like I said before, you keep your toes pointed up. You're gonna get the best contraction. And the more you put the back seat forward, the more contraction you have on the top of your quads. When you put your seat back more, you get more contraction all the way up to here on your quads. So seat positioning means a lot. All these little tricks. But I'm gonna do one more here and then we're gonna go to the next exercise. So a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but a lot of men don't like to train this exercise. But I feel like this exercise is very important for the inside of your legs, man. If you're gonna train legs, you might as well just do it all. I mean, I feel like this is a very important factor. Like inside of your legs, your thighs, very important. I think it is at least. Actually like doing these. I get a good pump, and I think everyone needs to work on the inside of their thighs. And whatever, 20 reps, 2 to 3 sets. Music on. I've noticed with these, the farther you stretch out, the more stretch you get, the harder it is, and the better pump you get. So make sure you stretch all the way out and come all the way full completion. Because I was kind of half-assing that a little bit in the beginning, I noticed. So one more here. All right, so we're gonna do some calf raises, seated calf raises. Just a couple sets here, 20 reps. These really take like the rest of your body out of the movements. You can really focus on this, contracting your calves. And same thing like we said last week, you could do regular in, out, but these get the soleus a lot too. Like the front, sides. So let's go. This might be too light for pretty good. If you take your time and you squeeze and contract each rep, go slow, you can make it burn. That shit burns. So I think I'm gonna stay here, do one more. I decided to add a quarter, and just add a quarter to one side. You got a machine like this, you don't have to add weight to both sides because it's already stable. It's not gonna get uneven. It'll evenly distribute it through the whole machine. So add a 25 and same thing. Oh. Oh yeah, that's good. So, I intended to do rows, T-bar rows today, but I don't really like how, I mean, I like to stretch when I'm kind of bent over on that T-bar machine row, but I want to try these today. And I actually really wanted to do underhand, and I feel like these grips are perfect for underhand rows. So I decided to use this machine today. I'm gonna do a couple sets, 20 reps per usual, and yeah, really contract and squeeze. So let's get this. Oh. Oh. I only got 16, so could have lightened the weight a little bit so we can get 20. But that was good. Good stretch, good squeeze. I was gonna go to the machine row, but it's the same thing here. Like we got these grips right here, the narrow grips, and it's the same thing as doing the other machine row that we usually do. But like in comparison to dumbbell rows, I think I'm gonna try to do these one arm at a time and see how it feels. And yeah, so I'm just gonna stay right here. Do a couple sets here, 20 reps. See how it feels. Oh shit. All right. I have to be honest. Not a big fan of the single arm rows on here. Not only does it not get a good stretch, I don't feel a good contraction, and also I feel like it's a waste of fucking time. If you do them together, for one, you get a better contraction, better stretch. And number two, you don't burn as much time. cut the time in half by doing them together. So I'm gonna do them together next round and see how it feels. That was good. That was a lot better. Better stretch, better contraction, better everything. And it was faster. Also, like I said, lead with your elbows at all times, man. Lead with your elbows and really squeeze and contract. That back, man. Contraction is everything. Try to hold it on the last rep if you can, because that time under tension definitely makes a big difference. So, one more here in the next exercise. Last exercise, actually. 2 sets here. 15 and 20 reps. It's kind of light, but like I said, I don't want to force it, man. So, 15 to 20 reps. And really get a good squeeze and contraction on these reps. I like doing behind the neck pull downs because I feel a lot of people don't do them. I like doing shit that a lot of people don't do. Also, I feel I get a better contraction on my lats, better stretch as well. So, and it actually helps your flexibility on your shoulders, I think. So let's get it. Oh shit, man. All right, we're done, man. Let's go to the locker room. So, the pump is presumably gone. I'm gonna see if we have any pump left in my legs. Raising Cane's yesterday too, so. Alright, that's it. That's it for today. I gotta get this. I got some water, I'm holding water. So my waist is looking kinda, it's got water over here. So, gotta tighten this up. Like I said before, the smaller your waist looks, the bigger you're gonna look. And I've been doing my shoulders twice a week, side delts. I wanna do them 3 times a week. I would like to do them 3 times a week, but after I'm done training legs and back, it's already a pretty long session, so I think 2 times a week is ideal for now. Then as time goes on, and I don't know, we'll see. But let's get in the truck. All right. So, let's talk about the lift. Today was actually pretty good. Pretty good lift today. A lot of squeezing, a lot of contracting. Just a lot of, main thing with how I'm training is I gotta really focus on my breathing. Diaphragmatic breathing is what they call it. And if I can get that in control, if I can get that under control, then my workouts are gonna get better and better. I can only explain to you how it feels like at the end of the workout. If I'm not breathing properly and I'm straining too much, it feels like I'm suffocating almost. That's the best way I can explain it to you guys. Because it pushes acid up through your stomach. And that affects your breathing. Because when it goes up to your esophagus, it can get into your lungs a little bit. And it can affect your breathing. And if that inflames, it causes like some tightness in your chest. It's not fun. It's not fun by any means, but I'm not, like I said, I don't say these things that try to make you guys feel bad for me or anything like that, because I don't even like doing that stuff. But what I'm saying is I'm trying to explain to you the best of my ability how it feels to have like this small hiatal hernia. It's very annoying, but I definitely believe it will get better over time. Like I said, I have to practice certain things. My breathing, my diet has to be pretty good, you know what I mean? And I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke, so that's 2 major things that's out of my way that I don't have to worry about. So, but as far as the workout goes, I'm actually satisfied with today's workout, because although I would love to push myself to the extreme, because that's my nature, that's how I've always trained, this is different for me. So I like different. I like switching things up. I can feel the muscle actually contracting a lot more because I'm going lighter. I can really focus and get that mind muscle connection and squeeze. So I actually really like that part about it. Now, am I gonna have a mega pump when I leave? Not really. But I'm still getting blood in the muscle rather than not doing anything at all. The most pumps I get is usually from chest, because I'm doing push-ups or shoulders. Other than that, the pumps are Compared to before, I can't even compare them. So we can't compare. But I'm still doing something. I'm still getting something in. So for those of you that have injuries or have things going wrong with them, there's no excuses, man. There's literally no excuses to get it in. Even if you go to the gym for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, you can work around a lot of things if you really want to. You know, you gotta take your time though. This stuff you gotta take your time. You know, I'm used to rushing all the time. I like to rush, but God's telling me to slow my butt down. You know, slow down. That's what my pops used to always say too when he was alive. What are you rushing for? And every time in life that I've rushed, I've actually stumbled. Oh man, don't tell me I left my headphones. Oh, I got it. Anytime in life that I've tried to rush things, I stumble, or if I would have waited just a little bit longer, I would have got a better deal on something. That's just really what it is, you know. And I'm learning that more as I get older, and I'm trying to really practice that as well. I'm just trying to better myself every day, y'all. I'm trying to get better every day, mentally, physically, spiritually, and I just want y'all to be better too. You know, nobody's perfect on this earth, so there's always room for improvement. But with that being said, the lift was good. I'll take it, especially for Sunday. I'm definitely gonna go eat after this. My nephews want to go get breakfast, so I'm thinking some good pancakes and some eggs will do. Now, Sundays I usually have a cheat, but I'm not doing it this week. I'm actually skipping, even though pancakes is like a cheat. But for me, cheating is like having cookies, ice cream. I'm not having none of that this week. Just the basic stuff. Like yesterday I had Raising Cane's, was actually really good. And what I noticed about Raising Cane's is they don't deep fry their batter like that. I mean, they fry it, but it's not extra like greasy. I actually did a review on it. It's really good, very clean, very fresh, and it actually went down pretty good. So definitely be going back there for a little cheat. But yeah, so today pancakes. I'll have some good breakfast, and if they go to Chinese food later, which they'll probably most likely do, I'll just get white rice. I'll get all the healthy options. You can always eat around things when you go out. You don't have to necessarily.
Wow, this is quite the setup.
You like that, right?
Wow, let me do that.
Cause I'm the YouTube man.
Come up with that.
Like I was saying, you can eat good even if you go out with your people and you're on a diet and stuff like that. You can still eat very good if you really want to, because there's healthy options usually everywhere, unless you go to a place like Raising Cane's and you gotta do what you gotta do about it. Thankfully for them, their fried food is not too bad, so that's a good thing. But what I'm saying is, if you're on a diet or you're on a program, you don't have to cheat. You can get the healthier options. Like if we go to Chinese food later, I'm gonna just get white rice. They got the beef teriyaki, which is essentially steak, but fattier, of course. But they have regular steak too, so I could get that. The potatoes, the chicken and broccoli they have, and teriyaki chicken. Now, don't get me wrong, they're fattier meats, right? They are, but it's better than getting fried chicken, General Tso's chicken, and it's a better option, so to speak. So you can always make the better option, and then you'll feel good about yourself. And I'll substitute the fried rice for the white rice, or do a little bit of white rice, a little bit of potatoes. That's gonna be my go-to, you know. So yeah, but that's good for a Sunday, and I'm not having no sweets this week, like I said. Some weeks, what I've noticed I've been doing is some weeks I will have sweets, and then there'll be weeks where I'll go without it, and I won't even be craving it like that, because sweets is like a drug. Once you get it in your bloodstream, it's hard to shake it off. It's like, because you just crave it all the time after. But if you notice, if you go like a week without sweets, you'll notice that you don't crave it as much. So it'll still be on your mind, but you won't crave it. The craving won't be as high. Excuse me. So I know after I go this week without it, it won't be as high next week. And if I don't feel like having it next week, I won't have it next week neither. But I do love my cookies. I love my sweets. That's why I have a cookie company. But I'm not in dire need to have them every single week. So, and plus I'm on a program as well, so it only helps. It doesn't hurt. But I'm out of here, y'all. I'll see you on the next one. Enjoy your Sundays.